In the world of Fall Creek, the Tree of Life is dying. And you, the player, are on a mission to find the secret to its survival. And to do this, you have to travel. You start at the Tree of Life, and you have to go through the city, through the forest, through the wilderness, and there find the secret. And once you get the secret, you have to travel back through the wilderness, the forest, and the city to return it home and to cure the tree before it dies. Every night, the tree's lives will wither from 6 to 5 to 4, all the way to 1. If the tree runs out of branches, you lose the game. And as a shapeshifter, you have many forms. So to start the game off, you start with 3 forms. One of them is your active form in your active cards, and the other 2 are in your storage. And these forms count as your lives. If you lose all of your forms, you lose the game. So you have to find the secret and bring it back without losing all your forms and without the Tree of Life losing all of its branches. So to progress in the game, you have to spend energy to take actions. So I'm going to spend energy. And the actions I could take is either I can play a card from my storage or I can travel. So I'm going to start by playing a card from my storage, and to do this, I move it from storage to active, and I swap back the old active form. And when I play a card, when that card enters my active cards, I do what it says. So in this case, the fire pawn says, get a treasure. So I'm going to do that. I spend my energy, I transformed, and I get a treasure, and the treasure I get is Absolution. Lift a curse and play a card. Playing a card means playing a card from my storage. Normally it costs energy, but if I'm prompted via a treasure or an event, I don't have to pay the energy. But that was my first action, was to transform. My second action will be to travel. And so to travel, I will enter the first city. And that city is the Witch's Playground. Get luck and a treasure. So I get luck. This is the first luck of the game. Luck is a dice that has either black or white. It's a 50-50 dice. And I can spend it to prevent bad things from happening. So I get luck and a treasure. That's the luck. And the treasure I get is glowing goo. It's the water treasure. It says, get a form, view 2 choices, repeat every time I move today. So when I play this treasure, it will give me a 1-day bonus. But today is almost over, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to spend my third and final point of energy traveling to the second city. And I travel to the Magic Academy. It says, get a form or transform. I'll transform. I'll transform to the Earth Pawn, and this will give me a treasure. And the treasure I get is Liquid Luck. Get luck, repeat every time I move today. So the day ends because I have no more energy to spend. And when I rest at the Magic Academy, it says, get a treasure. So I'll get my treasure. And now the World Tree withers. It withers every night. So it goes from 6 lives to 5 lives unless I can prevent it. So the only way to prevent it is with luck. I have 1 point of luck. I'm going to spend it. I'm going to try to save the tree. Failure. It ends up on white, which means no negation. Black is negation, white is not. So the tree loses one of its branches and goes down to 5. And that's the end of the first day. So, new day. I clear this off, and I get 3 new points of energy. I get 3 points of energy every morning. And I'm going to use Liquid Luck. I'm going to spend energy, and I'm going to put Liquid Luck on my active cards. This gives me luck, and it will give me more luck every time I move today. So I'm going to spend energy, and then I'm going to travel to the forest. And in the forest it says, Troll Oasis. Get a treasure and lose a form. So I get my treasure, and I lose my form. I'm going to lose the Earth Knight. I don't want the Earth Knight. So after moving, I get luck from my Liquid Luck potion. And now I have the option to use this Earth treasure. I think I will. I'm going to play a card from my storage, Dahlia. I spend energy to do it. Dahlia, transform, repeat every morning. And so when I play this card, it's an earth treasure, and I am in earth form. When this happens, I get energy. You get energy when the treasure you play matches your active form. And the Dahlia's effect comes in. When it enters, it says transform, repeat every morning. So I'm going to transform to the fire pawn. And the fire pawn, upon transforming, gives me treasure. What a nice little chain reaction that was. So now as the fire pawn, I have access to limit break and absolution for free because they are fire treasures. And they can interrupt. They are faster than the other cards. Fire is the fastest element in this game. And so this one, limit break, for example, says when I get a card, I can get luck and view 2 more choices of that card. This is very useful if I get a bad event, for example, or if I want to get a different curse. But I'm not using it right now. In fact, I'm going to... What do I want to do? My storage is pretty full. I've done a lot today, but I should keep moving. I want to make the most out of my liquid luck. So I travel, and I travel to the mutating moss land. It says get a form and take earth damage. So I get a form, and instead of taking earth damage, I'm going to say interrupt. Interruption, absolution. Lift a curse and play a card. So I can't lift a curse, I don't have any curses, but I can play a card. I can play my earth pawn. And what this will do is it will make me immune to the incoming earth damage. So I play the earth pawn, I get a treasure, and now there's no negative effect from the mutating moss land. But I get luck because I moved, and now I have to rest. I have no more energy. So it says rest, get an event. My event is temporal loop, get energy, or clear 3 points off the day timer. I'm already resting, so the day timer is not important to me, so I instead get energy. And it will clear off the day timer because I rested. And so now it's the end of the day, and the world tree withers. It's at 5 lives, it's going down to 4, unless I can save it. So I have 3 points of luck. I'm confident I can save it. Miss. Miss. Oh man. Do I want to spend all my luck saving it? Yeah, what the heck. I want to save the tree. So I roll a 3rd time, and the 3rd time does indeed hit. I spend my 3rd point of luck. So now, new day. 3 points of energy. And the Dahlia transforms me. It transforms me to the Fire Knight or the Earth Pawn, and my liquid luck vanishes. I'm going to do the Fire Knight. I transform to the Fire Knight, and this gives me a form, overflowing my storage. So now I have to get rid of something. I'm going to get rid of this Earth Pawn to make room for the Water Bishop. Okay, I'm going to use this Water Bishop. I'm going to transform to the Water Bishop. No, I don't need to transform. I can just go. I use Living Lava. And spend energy and play Living Lava. This gives me an event with 2 choices. So I look at my 2 choices. Both of them are bad. Fallen Angel and Harpy Patrol. So no matter what I do, something bad is happening. I'm going to pick Harpy Patrol because I only lose 1 form. Versus Fallen Angel, one of the worst events in the game. Get a curse and wither the World Tree. And actually, this is a great opportunity to use Limit Break. Interruption. When I get a card, get luck and view 2 more choices. So I'm currently getting an event. I can get luck, and I can view 2 more choices. Oh, and these choices are way better. Hyper Bloom and Mermaid Medicine. Hyper Bloom is one of the best events in the game, giving luck and energy. But Mermaid Medicine, I do have a water treasure, so there is a case to be made. But no, gotta do Hyper Bloom. Hyper Bloom is pure power. Okay, I'm gonna move. I spend energy. And I move to the wilderness. Harpy Nest. Take wind damage and get an event. Okay, taking that damage. I lose my water bishop, and now I get an event. And the event is, oh no, errant imp. The 2 events. If any are bad, get them. I'm probably going to try to negate this with luck. So we'll see. View 2 events. If any are bad, get them. Oh yeah, Corrupted Angel and Golem's Gift. So I want to avoid this event. I'm going to roll for it. I'm going to spend luck. Fail. Oh man. Incoming Corrupted Angel. I don't want that. What the hell? It's my fate. I get Corrupted Angel, which makes me lose energy and get a curse. My curse is Gluttony, which gives me a treasure and a curse every time I rest. So getting the treasure is nice, but the curses can quickly snowball out of control. So having moved to the Harpy Nest, now Living Lava takes effect, which gives me an event with 2 choices. And my choices are Fairy Blessing, get energy, or lift a curse. I'm going to lift that curse. Gluttony, no more. Okay, so that was pretty wild, but I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to spend energy, and I'm going to travel to the Elven Cemetery. When I move there, I get a curse. I get the Curse of Altruism. After I rest, lose a form and lift a different curse. And after moving, my Living Lava takes effect. I can either get Mendicant Minstrel or Archangel Shrine. Archangel Shrine is nice because it lifts my curse. Minstrel also lifts my curse because I have the blessing in my hand or in my storage. So I'm going to go for the Minstrel. It gives me a treasure, and I can play a wind treasure if I have one. I do. I have blessing. So I'm going to use the blessing, lift the curse, and get luck. So I have 1 more point of energy. I'm going to spend it to get my secret. And the secret is Arcane Intuition. Get energy every time you play a treasure. Okay, that makes me want to play more treasures. So Elven Cemetery, when I rest there, says get an event and trigger a curse. So I don't have any curses yet, but the event, okay, the event says take earth damage. So I'm running low on forms. In fact, I'm going to defend against it. I'm going to use my luck to hold on to my forms. I don't want to be formless. Success. So I spend the energy, and I hold on to my Fire Pawn, despite the Mushroom Hive attack. And now the World Tree withers, so it goes from 5 lives down to 4, unless I can save it with this luck. So I roll unsuccessful. I'm down to 4 lives. And I clear off the day timer. And I get 3 more points of energy. My Living Lava expires, and my Dahlia transforms me. So I get a treasure by becoming the Fire Pawn. And the treasure I get is Guardian Spirit. I can interrupt, get a form, and transform. Pretty useful. So I'm going to start by spending energy to play my Fairy Flask, which reveals a land or lifts a curse. I get energy back from Arcane Intuition, and I reveal a land, and I show the Flooded Cavern Head. Okay. Well, I'm going to be taking some damage, probably, so I'm going to spend another energy, getting energy back from Arcane Intuition, and playing Glowing Goo. This will give me tons of forms, so I don't need to worry about the damage. I get 2 choices, Fire Queen or Water Pawn. I'll take the Water Pawn, because I don't have any water forms. I'm going to travel. I spend energy moving to the Flooded Cavern. Take water damage and an event. I play a treasure, Guardian Spirit. This is free because of the fire form, but I actually get energy because of Arcane Intuition. And Guardian Spirit gives me a form and lets me transform. I transform to the Water Pawn, giving myself a treasure, and I avoid the damage from the Flooded Cavern. After moving, my Fairy Flask activates, showing me the next land, and Glowing Goo activates, giving me a form. I will take the Wind Queen. I don't need curse removal because my fairy flask will keep them off me. I'm gonna keep moving, and this time, Vampire Outpost. I visit the outpost and I get the curse. And I get the curse because immediately afterwards, my fairy flask kicks in and removes the curse, because it can reveal a land or remove a curse. My glowing goo takes effect, giving me another choice of form. Earth Bishop or Wind Palm. I'll take the Earth one. I'm getting pretty full of forms. I'm going to travel. Mirror Lake. Get an event and trigger a curse. Okay, so let's see what the event is. The event is Vulture Swarm. If I have no forms in my hand, I lose a form. So not a problem for me. I have plenty of forms in my storage, it should read. And I will reveal the next one, Wishing Well. So I don't want to travel there. If I rest there, I wither the tree, so that's really bad. But I will also activate the glowing goo. I'll take the Earth Queen. I should actually have been getting more luck, because I don't want the tree to wither, so I'm going to transform. I transform to the Earth Queen, and I get luck. So I rest at Mirror Lake, I get a form. Water Queen, sure, I'll have a bunch of queens, I don't care. And now the World Tree withers. It's at 4 lives. It goes down to 3, unless I can save it. Ooh, down to 3 lives. I feel bad for it. Okay, I clear off the day timer. I get 3 new points of energy. My Dahlia transforms me, giving me luck. And my potions expire. So I'm going to move. I'm going to spend energy and enter the Wishing Well. And it says, get an event, view 3 choices. And 2 of them are bad, but one of them, Spark of Insight, says, you can play a card. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play a card, and I'm going to play Farsight. Farsight reveals a land and gives me energy. And because of my Arcane Intuition, it gives me 2 energy. So I get 2 energy, and I reveal a land. Okay, well, victory is in sight. So I spend energy and enter the boutique. Get a treasure, view 2 choices. I will take Divinity, but I doubt I will use it because I am traveling to the last city. And it says the Floating Gardens. Get a treasure or play a treasure. Might as well use it. I'll play a treasure. Divinity. Right off the bat, gives me energy from Arcane Intuition, and I get an event viewing 4 choices. And the event I get is Lunar Worship. Get luck and a treasure. I get luck, I get a treasure, and I save the World Tree. I turn in the secret, pausing the wither on the Tree of Life's branches. So that's it. That is a basic playthrough of Fall Creek. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.